Hey there, good to see you. Welcome to today's math lesson. It's going to be a short one, mainly because it's just like we did yesterday. One more day of practicing subtracting mixed numbers. Okay, so I'm going to give you one quick example, and then I'm going to let you get started on the assignment. Okay, and the one example I wanted to go through was the more complicated of the two varieties we did yesterday. This is a problem where we're going to have to do some borrowing and some regrouping and some renaming. Okay, so just want to go through one more example just to refresh your memory, just to make sure we're on the same page with this, and then I'll let you get started. So just probably not more than 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Subtracting mixed numbers. First step we know is rewrite my fractions with a common denominator. All right, so I have 3, I have 5. What's the smallest number we can think of that can be divided by both 3 and by 5? And yeah, I'm sure you're already thinking of the number 15. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite each of these numbers as something over 15. Okay, so let's focus on my 2/3. What's going to be my numerator? Well, the question is, how did I get from 3 to 15? I multiplied it by 5. So I'm going to use that same times 5 with my numerator. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10. So my new fraction is 7 and 10/15. Okay? Focus on the second mixed number. How did I get from 5 to 15? Of course, I multiplied it by 3. I use that same times 3 with the numerator. 5 times 3, 15. 4 times 3 is 12. So now I have two mixed numbers. Both contain fractions with a denominator of 15. So I have my common denominator taken care of. I've completed step 1. Step 2, subtract my fractions. Okay, well, here's where it gets tricky. 10 minus 12. Subtract my numerators. 10 minus 12. Well, clearly I can't subtract 10 minus 12 or take away 12 from 10. So this is where we think back to how we regroup and borrow when we're working with whole numbers or decimals. Okay, it's the same process. So I go to my mixed number, I go to my whole number, and I want to borrow. All right, so I'm going to go to my 7, and it's going to become a 6. Okay, so my new whole number is going to be a 6. All right, and I am going to give that 1 to the fraction, but just saying plus 1, that doesn't help me. So I'm going to put that 1 in a form that makes sense, okay? That works well with this particular problem. Well, since I'm already working with denominators of 15, why not maintain that common denominator and add 15 over 15? Add 15 over 15, okay? If this was a denominator of 7, I'd use a 7 over 7. If this were a denominator of 22, I'd add 22 over 22. But since, sorry about that. But since we're working with denominators of 15, we're going to go with 15 over 15, okay? So I'm still building this new mixed number over here. I've already moved my 6 across. Well, let's add my fraction. 15 fifteenths plus 10 fifteenths, 25 fifteenths. Okay? Never going to have to mess with the bottom fraction or mixed number, at least not as far as the borrowing and grouping, all that. I'm never going to have to do that on the bottom. Just move it over. Okay, so now I have something I can work with. Yeah, we have that improper fraction that's part of a mixed number, but that's okay, just temporarily, okay? So to subtract, 25 minus 12, 13. Denominator stays the same. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 and 13/15. Take a quick look at my 13/15. Is it something that I can simplify or reduce? It's not. There's nothing that goes into 15 that also goes into 13. Okay, so I have completed this problem. My final answer is 4 and 13/15. Okay, so hopefully this is making some sense to you. All right. If you're still stuck, since I don't know, I logged onto YouTube today, checked out the competition, looked at some of the other videos that were going on out there, all kinds of videos you could watch to go through this process of subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping or without regrouping, either way. Okay. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you get to your assignment. So thanks for watching, and we will talk to you soon. See ya.